3D printing is the process of creating three-dimensional objects in real life from digitally rendered blueprints. The digital blueprint is created using a 3D modeling application, such as CAD. After you create your blueprint in CAD, the object is created by superheating a malleable material, usually a special plastic, and placing it in layers. The layering process is also referred to as the additive processing. There's many ways the materials are heated and cooled, but the most common is stereolithography, which is known as SLA. This involves heating and placing a layer of light-sensitive plastic and utilizing an ultraviolet laser to cool it to its foundation. The manufacturing devices can be small enough to fit on your table or be big enough to be industrial size, needing dedicated rooms and a large open floor space. The concept of 3D printing was initially discovered by Dr. Kodama in 1980, but he did not submit a patent for it. The effort was taken up once again by a group of French engineers. However, the lack of practical business use at the time would cause this effort to fail. It wasn't until Charles Hall, who was credited as the discoverer, had his first patent submitted for the stereolithography technology in 1986. He would go on to be the founder of the prominent 3D Systems Corporation. "3D printing has come a long way since its initial conception. 3D printing is currently being used all over the world in various applications to include industrial, medical, and personal home use. The industrial 3D printing market is growing rapidly with a heavy focus on the development of the technology and introduction of new materials. Currently, this technology can be found in industries such as aerospace and defense, automotive, electronics, and even the food industry. The automotive industry has been utilizing this technology for over 20 years. Today in the automotive industries, 3D printing is frequently used for quickly building prototypes, tooling, and creation of end-use parts. Printing is also evolving today's medical field. One of its first uses was in the manufacturing of custom prosthetics and dental implants. Now the medical applications of 3D printing can be found in the creation of implants, fabrication of tissue and organs, and in pharmaceutical research for both humans and animals. 3D printing is providing not only more customizable medical products and equipment for patients and doctors, but is also proving to be extremely cost-effective.
90% of the patients on the transplant list are actually waiting for a kidney. You can actually see the printer back here, and that's been printing this kidney structure that you see here. Here it is. You can actually see that kidney as it was printed earlier today.
While 3D printing offers benefits and new possibilities in multiple fields, there are issues and potential drawbacks surrounding the technology as well. The rapid growth of 3D printing has left legislators scrambling to determine how to regulate what can be made and how to best protect consumers. A big question that must be answered about 3D printing is the idea of product liability. The threat of 3D printed weapons might sound silly, but is a real possibility. With all the new advancements in technology, it's only natural that something as useful as 3D printing should have a very promising future. From the aforementioned medical, automotive, and food industry uses, to even houses and buildings, the potential of 3D printing seems limitless as it stands. A startup tech company named Core has recently printed a 400 square foot house and looks to expand its endeavors by creating bigger, more eco-friendly houses. 3D printed homes would reduce building costs while making more affordable yet just as reliable housing. Consumer and industrial goods are also a trending topic in the 3D printing community. Simply owning a 3D printer could allow a user to simply look up materials on the internet and print it out at home, allowing for a quicker, cost-efficient way to make repairs on household items. Even shoes are a possibility, with some companies like Adidas already planning to unveil their creation in the very near future. 3D nanoprinting may sound like something straight out of science fiction, but in September of 2016, Aston University launched its MesoBrain project. Through this, scientists plan on using 3D printed nanotechnology to replicate the human body's neurological system. If all goes according to plan, scientists will be able to study the progression of diseases and neural growth to new horizons. The new technology could lead to important discoveries in human health, including the replacement of damaged areas of the brain in people suffering from dementia and Parkinson's disease. Needless to say, the possibilities for 3D printing seem limitless.